Welcome to Catalyst Grid. My name is Kingsley Imafua, lead scheduler with DC Nordics. On billion-dollar infrastructure and data center projects, one single delay can change everything. It is the catalyst for a chain reaction that can threaten the entire project delivery. A late transformer, a delayed permit, or a sudden design revision can collapse your milestones and put millions of dollars of equity at stake. Without a technical framework to analyze these events, you are navigating the project in the dark. When the critical path shifts and float disappears, the stakes reach their highest point. You need a technical, scientific, and defensible method to prove exactly what happened, when it happened, and who is contractually responsible for the impact. This is where time impact analysis begins. It is not about theory or guesswork. It is about real forensic schedule analysis using Primavera P6 to protect the project's predictability and the organization's commercial interests. Today, we build the foundations. Section 1. What is time impact analysis? TIA is a forensic scheduling technique used to measure the specific impact of one or more delaying events on project completion. It is a prospective analytical method. This distinction is vital for every delay analyst to understand. Prospective means we model the future. We look at the project status immediately before the delay event occurred. We use that updated schedule as our starting point to model the likely downstream consequences of the new disruption. It is a what-if simulation grounded in data. It allows us to quantify critical path movement and float consumption with mathematical precision. We aren't just saying we are late, we are proving exactly how many days the end date has moved because of a specific cause. This is how you build a robust extension of time claim. We also use TIA to separate excusable delays from non-excusable ones. By assigning responsibility to each logic fragment, we ensure that financial liability, whether it's extra costs for the contractor or liquidated damages for the owner, is assigned to the correct party. Section 2. Why TIA matters. In mission-critical infrastructure, especially Tier 3 data centers, TIA is the primary tool for extension of time claims and formal dispute resolution. It is the language of the courtroom and the arbitration chamber. Whether you are in a formal arbitration or a simple commercial negotiation, the technical quality of your TIA determines your entitlement. It is the most widely accepted method for modeling prospective delays on mega projects globally. It provides a technical shield for your project. In data centers, where meeting the ready-for-service date is sacred, TIA is essential. It protects the contractor from unfair liquidated damages and protects the owner from unsubstantiated claims. It brings technical discipline to the commercial negotiation table. Mastering TIA turns a scheduler into a strategic project advisor. You are no longer just recording history, you are modeling the path forward. You provide the visibility required for executive leadership to make the big decisions when a project enters a state of crisis. Section 3. Core TIA principles. A proper forensic analysis requires far more than just Primavera P6 software knowledge. It requires a schedule with high technical integrity. Without a solid foundation, your analysis will collapse under cross-examination. First, you must have an approved baseline. Without a contractual benchmark, you have no baseline to measure impact against. Second, your schedule must be logic-driven. That means every activity must have a predecessor and a successor to allow the critical path to recalculate naturally. Third, you need accurate, site-driven updates immediately before the delay. Fourth, critical path continuity is essential. If your critical path is broken by hard constraints or missing links, your TIA math will be fundamentally flawed and easily dismissed. Finally, you must use validated calendars and have rigorous progress records from the field. In a forensic audit, your daily logs and site reports are the evidence that supports your schedule actuals. Data integrity is the only way to prove entitlement. I cannot stress this enough. If your schedule quality is weak, if you have massive lags, open ends, or excessive hard constraints, your TIA becomes vulnerable to technical challenge. Never build a multi-million-dollar claim on a schedule built on sand. Integrity is your only currency. Section 4. Types of delays. Not all project delays have the same contractual or financial weight. As a delay analyst, you must be able to categorize each logic fragment correctly to determine who owns the impact and who pays for it. Excusable delays are usually owner-caused. Late IFC drawings, permit delays, or significant design changes fall into this bucket. These events entitle the contractor to an extension of time and, in many cases, recovery of additional prolongation costs. These are the owner's risks. Non-excusable delays are contractor-caused. These include low labor productivity, poor internal planning, or the need for rework due to quality failures. These delays carry the heavy risk of liquidated damages and penalties. The contractor must own these impacts and find ways to recover. Then we have concurrent delay, the most complex battle in construction claims. This occurs when both an owner risk and a contractor risk independently affect the project completion during the same period. Determining the controlling delay in a concurrent situation requires elite forensic thinking. Section 5. Introduction to the TIA workflow. Performing a scientific time impact analysis follows a rigorous and repeatable technical sequence. This ensures your results are objective and mathematically sound. Let's look at the master roadmap we will follow in this series. You start with your approved baseline and apply the most recent site-driven updates immediately before the delay event occurred. This establishes your analysis window, the project status at the exact moment the disruption began. It represents the but-for project state. Next, you build a fragnet. A fragnet is a mini network of activities that models the specific delay event. You insert this technical logic fragment into your updated schedule file, linking it to the affected activities using the correct relationship types. Logic integration is critical. Finally, you reschedule the program. Primavera P6 performs the mathematical calculation. You compare the new forecast completion date to the original target to determine the specific delay entitlement. This provides the delta that defines your claim or your recovery goal. This rigorous workflow ensures that your claim is grounded in technical logic and supported by the software's proven mathematical engine. It is a repeatable, defensible process that can withstand the most intense scrutiny from client auditors and forensic experts. Throughout this series, we will follow this technical roadmap to build a real-time impact analysis from scratch. We are going to go beyond the software buttons and look at the site reality, the contractual triggers, and the technical grit required for mastery. If you want to become dangerous in project controls and claims analysis, this series is for you. We are going into the field and into the data to protect your project's predictability. Time is money, and we are going to show you how to defend it. In our next episode, we begin the technical work. We look at preparing Primavera P6 for TIA, including validating your baseline integrity, identification of analytical windows, and the critical data-date alignment. You are not going to want to miss it. Kingsley Amufua, your host, signing off. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Your engagement allows us to keep producing this specialized technical training for the global project controls community. We appreciate your support as we grow. And tell me below, which technical Primavera P6 topic should Catalyst Grid tackle next? I read all your comments personally, and your feedback drives every future episode. See you in the next masterclass. Stay technical, stay grounded. Signing off for now. Kingsley Amufua. See you soon.